Hey Andrew, congrats again and welcome to Philadelphia.
Nah, thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that.
we'll start with EJ and then we'll go to John McMullen.
Hey, Andrew. For starters, what were your conversations like with the Eagles during the pre-draft process? And in general, how did you feel the process went for you?
I mean, in general, the process went pretty good. I got everything I wanted out of that process. Had some good conversations, and but in general, overall, I feel like I had a pretty good process with the whole, draft process. But as far as talking to Philly throughout the draft process, I mean, I met with them a few times, had a few good conversations, but I wasn't how can I put this together? I'm sorry, I'm lost for words, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit. But I know throughout this whole process, I just left everything in God's hands. So, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm with the Eagles. And I'm glad I'm ready to compete in everything.
We'll go to John and then Jeff.
Congratulations. First of all, saw a little bit of party you had. There was a clip. What was the day like for you in that moment you got drafted and everybody sort of erupted around you?
Man, it was a day full of emotions, man. Emotions all over the place, different emotions, those sort of things. So I mean, overall, I mean, I was sitting there just waiting for my phone to ring, man. And as soon as I seen who it was, you should have seen how fast I jumped out my seat. But I mean, emotions are everywhere. Everybody excited. I'm excited. I'm happy, man. I feel like I'm in a great situation, a great position.
We'll go to Jeff and then Dave.
Andrew, I guess you probably know that you're not the biggest size safety out there, but you still seem to play with a lot of physicality in college. How did you offset perhaps what you lacked in size with still being able to be physical and to, come down and meet guys against the run from the post?
I mean, size never really that never really bothered me. To be honest, I feel like with how much I weigh or how tall I am, how big I am, I can still go out there and play the game at a physical level, with a lot of physicality. So, I mean, that never bothered me. I mean, it is what it is. But I feel like despite everything, I still go out there and compete, go out there and play hard, and and be as physical as everybody else. So I feel like it don't bother me. It don't really matter to me.
We'll go to Dave and then Jeff.
Andrew, congratulations. What did this last year playing at Texas mean to you and two of your teammates, Jade and Michael? What do they mean to you? How far do you guys go back?
I mean, playing this last year at Texas was an honor and and a blessing, to be honest with you, because I grew up in Austin, Texas, and from Austin, Texas, growing up, all is hook me your whole life. So just being able to do that at the highest level in one of the best conferences in college. I mean, it was definitely amazing.
We'll go to Jeff and then Martin.
Andrew, congratulations and welcome to Philly. I saw when you left Clemson for Texas, you said you felt like you weren't getting better. Where did you feel like you needed to improve your game that year when you went to Texas?
I mean, I'm a guy of self awareness. I feel like I wasn't putting myself in situation position to be able to be successful. So I'm a guy that's very very self aware. I knew what I had to do, and I knew exactly what situation I wanted to be in for me to be able to succeed. So that's all it came down to.
We'll go to Martin and then Brooks.
Hi, Andrew. Congrats, obviously. How do you see yourself fitting in the Eagles secondary? I know you've played both nickel and safety. I mean, do you see yourself like in one position, both? I mean, how do you see where you fit here?
I mean, for me, I'm an unselfish guy. So whatever is needed for the team, at the moment, like you said, I'm versatile. So I'm a guy that can come in and fill in whatever is needed at the time, whether that's nickel or safety. So I mean, I'm just looking forward to it. Whatever the coaches feel like is best fit for the team, then I'm willing to do that. At a high level.
We'll go to Brooks here.
Hey, congrats, man. Yeah, I'm curious because you had your most successful 2 years under Venables and Kwiatkowski, a couple of really inventive defensive guys. What did they, in the way that they play defense, unlock out of you coming up from safety? And just what were the things that you noticed that they and how they used you?
I feel like 'cause I was throwing early. When I played as a true freshman, I had to learn a lot as a true freshman. And I feel like it helped me get to this point. Just going through that, seeing everything I seen, being taught everything I was taught. Coming in young, I feel like that's just an advantage for me now. Coming in my last year, I feel like as far as like my football knowledge and everything, I was right where I needed to be at. But it was an amazing time. But I feel like I just learned a lot with my there, both places, and I feel like I'm still learning at this point. I've learned everything, but I've gotten a lot out of the DCs I've played for.
We have time for two more, so we'll go to Ed and then Dave.
Yeah, congratulations, Andrew. I read where you were born in Zimbabwe and you immigrated here when you were 9 years old. What led you to football? How did you get into it? When was your first exposure with it?
Like when I was 12, go sixth grade. Me and my little brother I always wanted to play football, but we couldn't make it happen very early, due to different circumstances. But we finally got into football, me and my little brother, and then we just went on from there. Went through middle school, high school, college, and obviously I'm at this point sitting in front of y'all. But I mean, I football from the day I started watching it, and I always wanted to play. And once I got the chance to play, this was his.
How old is your younger brother, and what's his name, if I could ask?
Mukuba. He's 19. He play receiver right now. Sam Houston.
Thank you.
We'll end with Dave here.
Hey, Andrew, obviously a unique background for you. I know you didn't, you were pretty young when you moved to the States, but how did that background kind of shape you as a person and as a football player?
And I believe, everything you go through, I feel like that helps you and help you make who you are at the end. So then different things, and just the little things I feel like people don't see and people aren't as they should be. It's kind of like the main thing with me. But just learning out at a young age, I feel like that kind of helped me with my journey, as far as just staying level headed, just working hard, dedication, everything that it takes to get to this point.
Thank you, Andrew, for the time, and congrats again.
Now, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for having me on here.